Okay. Thank you, dear, for making a video of this. This is fun. Anyway, I wanted to build a boat my whole life. And here I am. I'm 54 and I'm finally building a little boat. It's not the one that I dreamt about, but I wanted one that was bigger. But we have to build one that fits in the car because we don't have a trailer. We don't have a way of moving it around. So it was the most reasonable thing to do, to build something that would fit in the back of the car. So anyway, my concept was the easiest way to develop a boat hull for amateurs, because I'm an amateur, and I wanted to take some shortcuts. I wanted to keep it simple, and I thought of this idea basically to develop a skin that you could trace through these metal rods. And this boat also doesn't have a full loft, so it's going to require tracing. And these rods here, I'm going to have to adjust them and make sure that I've maintained the fair lines. There's some bends in the rods, and I'll have to play around with it and use the best measurements. But anyway, it's also going to help me discover the rest of these rib stations here, what the interior dimension of them will be. And we've got real height here from the bottom of the rod here on top to the top of this upper rod here on the bottom. I've got real depth, but as far as width goes, I'll have to measure from the center rod to the outside and subtract 1/8 of an inch or something. So anyway, I'll get the measurements off every single station, and I'll generate the rib stations, and I'll take the rods off, I'll install them, I'll fair them out again with a planer, and then I'll end up reinstalling the rods so I can trace the plywood. And this whole boat is made out of just good quality plywood and rough sawn lumber that hasn't even had a chance to dry out yet, and sheetrock screws and everything cheap to try to make it keep the costs down and the time. I didn't want to invest 6 months or a year building a boat. I wanted to experiment with developing something that was fast and easy, that a simple average person could build.
Ну что, я не видела, как строят лодки. Первый раз такое вижу.
Да. And the drain plug too, Maya.
А это его самое любимое место, покажи. Это
сливать воду?
Yeah.
Прикольно.
Все металлические части он все сам. Там еще висит
Where's the drain plug?
много металлических частей.